So I started by separating my wig and braiding it, and I just crossed over the back so that it didn't look too bad, and then I cut out a bunch of pieces for her hair pieces and stuck them together. It was just foam, and then here I forget the word, distressing, I guess, the pieces so that it has like just a bunch of cuts and little scratches in it. I'm using, as you can see, like a little bladed knife, and that actually worked really well. It did the perfect amount of holes and everything. Also, I ended up cutting the center out later, but I think it would be better to do that first. So I ended up doing that next time because I had to make more of these. Then I just did a quick coat of black paint, and then we'll come back to those. But these are also for her hair things. I used toilet paper rolls just because it's cheap and easy. I just saved a bunch of them and just some clear glue. And I went ahead and marked to make them tighter, basically to fit her hair, and I glued that together and put them together, if that makes sense. I think there's definitely better methods to this, like you could even use tape, but this is just kind of what I had. I actually didn't have any tape. And then after that, I just used bobby pins to hold them together. This is a different roll, but it's basically while it dries. And then I wrapped foam around them, the same foam I used from earlier. And how that one has a gap in it, I just filled that in with more foam and lined foam around the top. And then here I'm going in and distressing the roll, basically the exact same way I did the other ones. But yeah, it's literally the exact same way. And this is another set I did. I wanted to show you these. I felt like turned out really cool and looked kind of Ursula-y. But this one, this one did not turn out good. And yeah, that was just what I'm showing. Okay, so this is painted black. So I'm just gonna prime it. Or this is primed technically. And then I'm gonna brush gold over it. Ignore that. So you want to try and do like a thin layer, but if it's too thick in some spots, it's okay because we're gonna go back and shadow. This is me attempting to shadow it. Basically, I'm just filling in black in where those cuts are, and the cat was in the way. Mittens, she's so cute. But I did the exact same thing with the other little foam pieces from the very beginning. Then I just attached them to the wig with a bunch of bobby pins to hold it in place. So this is what my wig currently looks like. It's long, but definitely not quite long enough, so I'm going to try and add extensions to the end with this second wig. It's literally the same exact wig, but I'm going to cut at the lefts and basically use a string, this blue string, to tie it all together. And it's gonna look crappy, but I'm gonna have some of these to cover it. So yeah. So the best way to explain this without like showing you as much, because I have 2 days to finish this wig, I separated the left starting at the back, and I'm basically gonna cut without cutting this part to make sure the hair stays attached together. And I'm gonna cut it out like a little extension piece, and then I will show you what I do with the rest of them after that. I've never done this before, and I kind of feel bad destroying this wig, but it's only $13, so. It's hard for me to film while I'm doing this because I don't have anything to prop it up, but basically I literally just cut this little weft out. I did lose a little bit of hair on the corner, but basically trying not to cut any hair so that I have a mini extension. And I'm gonna trim it up just a little bit so it's not hanging so much like this, but keeping some on there just so it doesn't like completely fall apart. So this is one extension. I just trimmed it up. So in theory, you could take this and sew this into this wig onto the cap, but I don't know how to do that. I haven't done it yet. I mean, it's probably not too hard, but I'm just gonna be making extensions for this one. Maybe I'll try that another time. So these are my two pieces for each braid. And I'm basically just gonna tie them together at the top with like a ponytail and then some ribbon, and we'll go from there. This is a complete disaster. I do not recommend this. This wig is what's left. Don't do this. Okay, so what I did is I ended up just tying it off as best as I could and as tight as I could. And then I took, you know, the elastic off of this braid and tied it around both of them as possibly tightly as I could. I also do have this one in here as well, which I can't decide if I should like take it out and tie it to this piece of hair, but I think I'm just gonna actually leave it, and I'm gonna go ahead and braid all of this. This is the wig so far, and it's really long, honestly. This is what's left of the wig that I just chopped up for her extensions. Whew, cannot see. Day 2. Somebody just had to come with us for our trip. Braids are buckled in. Second day, we're going. I already have my tag, so I can skip all the lines today. Yesterday was a disaster, so I didn't film anything at all. But yeah, I'm gonna try and film more today, but I'm trying to hurry because I have a few things I want to go do.
Nice Jinx coffee.
And I thought it was crowded yesterday, and it's like way worse today. So I'm about to go to my first event. I'm just sitting here with my flavored water, basically. I'm exhausted, but I'm about to go to my first event, so yay.
Always think when people are like, oh, I might do this for the next show. You might even upgrade a costume 2 years later. You don't really know. This is my other piece of advice. Hoard everything. I encourage you to be a hoarder, because how many times, and this is a fail, have you gone, I really wish I had that one doohickey from that one costume I wore 4 years ago, but I definitely threw it out. You need those doohickeys. Yeah, you gotta hold on to everything, man. You never know when you're gonna need that one rusty nail.
I really want that.
I keep expecting when I only have one guest for them to just sit all the way over there. You immediately made yourself comfortable, which is the right thing to do.
Are you shotless, no cards, like to write everything down? Is it all on an iPad? What is that process like?
I'm old school. I'm still pencil and paper, actually. But, you know, we have, so it takes 8 to 9 days to film an episode. We have about 7 days of prep, and each day of prep is something different. You know.
So enjoy and stick around for the next panel. Thank you. Bye.